Welcome to Atlantic City Boardwalk Talk. We're at Borgata Hotel, Casino and Spa, filming inside of Level 1. I'm Bill Gelman, site runner for Play NJ.
And I'm David Danzis, lead writer for Play NJ.
And David, I guess we're in the heart of the summer in Atlantic City here. What have you been hearing about how the summer season's been going so far in Atlantic City?
Yeah, I mean, all of the Atlantic City casino executives that we've spoken to this summer have been really encouraged by both business volumes and the amount of visitation that they're getting here at the casinos. We're seeing people come back as restrictions have been lifted for the majority of the summer now. Things are back to as close to normal as you can expect them to be. And all indications are that, the second quarter of 2021 was a really strong one for the Atlantic City casinos. So we're starting to see a little bit of that recovery that we've been hearing about in other locations. So Atlantic City seems to be on the right track right now, Bill. There is a little bit of a caveat to that, and that's obviously that online gaming and sports betting continue to grow and sort of dominate both the headlines and also the financial health of the industry. And you've got some information on online gaming and how we did in June, which was another really, really good month here in New Jersey. So can you tell us a little about online gaming?
Yes, it's part of the bigger picture with online gaming. We came in around $108 million for the month of June, which was the fourth straight month where we've hit over $100 million in online casino revenue, and the fifth month out of six so far for 2021, which was essentially a carryover from the success that Melonie Johnson, who you'll hear later in this interview, talked about how during COVID-19 a lot of players went online. But the bigger story is we're looking at the first billion-dollar year in online casino revenue for New Jersey, topping the $970 million from 2020. So it's like, see how long the momentum goes, see if there's possibility of more records falling once NFL betting season starts happening. There's a lot of unknowns at this point because we're in uncharted territory with online casino revenue.
So there's a really good chance that we'll hit that $1 billion mark before the end of the year.
Right.
And you had a theory that NFL betting is going to sort of help prop up online gaming as we enter the NFL season. Give me a ballpark. What do you think? November, October? When are we going to see us cross that $1 billion mark?
I would say November at the latest. I wouldn't be surprised if it's October, because what happens is people place their bets, and then while they're waiting for the bets to play out, they'll go play blackjack, roulette, slots, whatever their game of choice is. So, just because there is that the momentum from the summer, which usually is a slower period of time, we just have to wait to see how it plays out. But I just see the momentum carrying over, because earlier this spring we had football numbers. I believe it was June actually. Mm-hmm. May and June we had football numbers in months that are traditionally slower months on the sports betting calendar. So what does that say about the NFL season?
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt, based on the data that we've seen over the last 3 years since sports betting was legalized, that there's a direct correlation between online sports bettors transferring their play over to online casino. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Just how big of an impact that will have this NFL season, obviously we'll have to play the waiting game and see how that goes. We're here at Borgata at the beginning of August. We're expecting July's numbers to come out August 16th. So we'll see a really unique July when it comes to sports betting. We had a lot of things happening in July that typically we didn't see in previous sports betting seasons, notably the Olympics. We also had NBA finals that bled over into July. We also had the NHL finals bleed over into July. This baseball season has been really exciting. What do you think we're looking at in terms of July's sports betting numbers?
Well, I'll put an asterisk before anything I respond right now, because I'm always off by about 50 million in my predictions.
Okay.
But I think you're going to see best July ever. I think the number you're going to see is going to be better than what we saw in June, for the sheer reason that with the Olympic betting, it's not just like, the sportsbooks probably made a huge amount of money from that USA-France game, because the line on the game at tip-off was USA minus 12. Plus some of the sportsbooks did promos to prop up betting on it, and lo and behold, that USA didn't even win the game. Forget about the point spread. So, but it's like, and then you have the stuff like ping pong, equestrian, gymnastics, swimming. You don't know. This is the first time ever Olympic betting has been offered.
Right.
So this is uncharted territory, And because there's always been a demand for sports betting in New Jersey with gamblers, and you still have gamblers coming in from New York because they don't have mobile sports betting yet, I just see a very strong month coming. I don't know if you see the same thing, but it's shaping up to be a very strong month.
I do. I mean, I spend a lot of time in the casinos and jumping around to the retail sports books. The summer is usually a little bit of a slower time. You don't see a lot of people in the books during the day. They're typically coming at night when baseball is on, from 7 on. There has been a bit of a more lively crowd during the days, especially when there's anticipated Olympic events on. But you're right, we have no idea how that's going to bear out in the numbers in July and what that's going to look like. So at this point, it's really just a wait and see game. But it'll be interesting when those numbers come out on August 16th, and obviously we'll keep you up to date on that when it happens. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We want you to stay tuned. We have some great interviews coming up. We have Melonie Johnson, the President and Chief Operating Officer here at Borgata Hotel, Casino and Spa. And we also have Chef Aram from American Bar Grille, which recently opened up here on property earlier this spring. So we'll sit down with him and he'll tell us all about what's happening over there. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button or subscribe if you like what we're doing here with Atlantic City Boardwalk Talk. And thanks so much for tuning in.
See you next time.
Business has come back much faster than we had anticipated. I'm proud to say that Borgata still maintains its #1 status in the Atlantic City market, but we are also struggling, like all businesses, with staffing. Many of our employees have chosen not to come back to work, so we are having job fairs to recruit external candidates in positions that we refer to as distressed. And what does this mean? Fortunately, we have ample hotel room inventory, but we can't sell them because we can't find enough employees to actually clean and maintain those rooms. We're very happy with where we are right now. We continue to recruit, we continue to train, and we continue to welcome our guests back. Very happy, very pleased with our numbers. The size of the property was a blessing for us. When we had to have outdoor dining, we were able to accommodate our guests in the Borgata style. Also, when we went to indoor dining opportunities, we had ample food and beverage venues where we could do the social distancing and accommodate our guests. We abided by all the safety protocols, so the size was a blessing, but the challenge is the size as well. Right now, with the size of our property, we could accommodate more guests, but without having sufficient staffing, we just can't do it. We want to make sure that our employees are safe and they're taken care of, as well as our guests. One of the major takeaways from the pandemic is we learned that there are certain positions that don't have to be inside of a brick and mortar venue in order to accomplish their jobs. So we have certain departments that we are allowing to work from their homes as convenient. Childcare, transportation, the employees are comfortable and they can accommodate all of the tasks that we've assigned in the privacy of their own home. So that's a huge takeaway. And another takeaway, it's not that we weren't safe and we didn't abide by certain cleanliness protocols, but now there's a heightened awareness of cleaning high-touch areas, making sure that they're properly sanitized, making sure that we've got the appropriate air exchanges inside of the building. At present, we've got our air exchangers open to 100%. What does that mean? There's 14 100% outdoor exchanges with air per hour in the casino floor. Clean air, a cleaner environment, and just the understanding and being more patient to the needs of our employees and the needs of our guests. So a heightened sense of awareness to all of those things. We had never seen anything like this pandemic, and right now it looks like this variant is going to pose another challenge for us, and we're preparing for that as well. Well, what I think has contributed to this success is COVID-19. Having the restrictions where all the casinos, we were closed for a certain period of time, and people who still wanted to have that entertainment option went online. You could game in the comfort of your own home. The business has grown, is continuing to grow, and what that has done for Borgata is we've got an increased database of customers that we can touch, and we can send out show tickets, meal vouchers, hotel offers, gaming offers, invite these guests to our different events that we're having on property. So it's been very successful for us. The biggest changes for us, of course, is right-sizing this staffing. We've never struggled with hiring employees. We were the employer of choice in the Atlantic City market. We have great benefits, great salaries and wages, but right now we live in a very different world where people have left the hospitality industry. They've been home long enough to know that maybe this is not what I want. Maybe I want to look at doing something else for the balance of my life. We are an industry. We never close. We're open 24/7, and people have had the opportunity to make a change in their life. We've changed as well. We want to continue to grow. We continue to be the leader in the market. We've had numerous changes in our senior management team, which brings a new set of eyes on the property. So excited about new opportunities that we will have through programming, promotions, and even bringing comedy and headliners back to the property, as well as featuring our new restaurant. We had a celebrity chef prior, Wolfgang Puck, and now it's a homegrown restaurant. Chef Aram is a celebrity chef, and it's called American Bar Grille. So it's taking advantages of new opportunities through the vision of a new set of eyes. Borgata is an institution in Atlantic City, and I must say we are very proud to be part of this family. We take pride in entertaining our guests, taking care of our employees, and being the best in brand and holding on to our number one position. And I would like to just say, welcome back to your happy place, Borgata.
So I grew up in an ethnic family, half Italian, half Armenian, so always lots of great food around. We had family gatherings and we were always really excited to see who was gonna bring what. So at an early age, I was driven by food. I was really, gravitated to the kitchen a lot, watching, learning the recipes, learning those family recipes. And as I got older, my father was in the restaurant business. So, when you have a family restaurant, that's your job. That's your summer job. That's your weekend job. I loved being in the kitchen. They couldn't get me out of there. So, eventually I graduated high school, and I went to a community college in upstate New York and got an associate's degree in culinary arts. Jumped in my car and drove right to Los Angeles, where I had a good friend out there. Started working in some of the restaurants in Los Angeles, and eventually I started working with Wolfgang Puck. I had a long career with him, traveling all over the country, opening restaurants. And eventually I was fortunate enough to wind up here in New Jersey working at Borgata. And it's just been great, and this new restaurant is kind of the culmination of everything that I've learned over the years and traveling around, and we're real excited about it. So American cuisine, right? If you asked the question maybe like 50 years ago, it would have been totally different, right? What does it mean today, American cuisine? To me personally, it means cuisine that's globally influenced, just like America itself, right? So, what's more American than Italian food or Japanese food or Chinese food? Our menu is driven by seasonality and local ingredients, and it's also influenced by different countries all over the world, which makes it so exciting for me and for my culinary staff. We're experiencing cooking with all these cool ingredients and different types of preparations from all over the world. It's a very diverse menu. It's really interesting and changing seasonally as the year progresses, which is very exciting to us. So we really like to focus on our mesquite grilling. We are doing a lot of, it's like having a barbecue in the restaurant every day. It's really fun for us. We start that fire early in the morning, and by the time we open the restaurant, that thing is roaring. And we're cooking steaks on there, chops, seafood, scallops, all kinds of different things going on the grill. Seasonality, that is our main focus. Our menu would change as the year progresses. And with each season, we look forward to the different nuances of the different vegetables that are in season. Our customers have come accustomed to that also, and they look forward to it. So that's, I would say, right now we're in summer, and we have that Jersey corn and those amazing Jersey tomatoes, and we're just trying to utilize them in every way we can, and the guests are really, really enjoying that. At the same time, we're always looking for the next season. We're always excited about that, and fall's right around the corner. We'll be doing pumpkins and all kinds of great root vegetables and things like that. So I think that that's really where our menu is focused on, is seasonality and all these globally influenced flavors. What I really love about our restaurant is the guests can almost create their own experience, because what we have is kind of unique. We're like, the front of our restaurant has a little bit more of a casual feel. You can come into the bar, have a pizza or a burger, or you can sit in the back in the main dining room and have a full entree with appetizers and vegetable sides, and have more of an elevated dining experience. So I really love that about our restaurant, is that the guests can really enjoy themselves in different ways. They can come one day to catch a show or watch a sports event, sit at the bar, or come and have a 2-hour sit-down dinner and really stay and dine with us for a while. It's really unique, I think, and we really enjoy being able to provide that for our guests. We just want everybody to know that we have a place here that you can really come and have a good time. We want to provide an amazing dining experience for you, and have you experience some flavors maybe that you've never tried before, but you're really going to enjoy it. You're going to really enjoy the feel here in the room and the staff. We're trying to provide a really fun and exciting dining experience for everybody. I hope everybody comes and checks it out. We're looking forward to seeing you.